Your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, authorities in Cheyenne County released new details Tuesday regarding the June death of 27-year-old Matea Schuerman, a 2019 graduate of Sidney High School. Schuerman's body was discovered June 3rd in a small body of water near 7th and Maple in Sidney. Investigators recovered several items at the scene, including an unopened bottle of NyQuil, a nearly empty bottle of sleep aid, and 2 bottles of soda. An autopsy performed in Weld County, Colorado found no signs of trauma or foul play. Testing showed that Schuerman drowned while intoxicated on diphenhydramine, the active ingredient in the sleep aid located nearby. Evidence shows she purchased the items herself and was not under duress. Authorities thanked the community for patience and support as the investigation unfolded, stressing that exhaustive review confirmed no foul play in her death. Well, a 26-year-old Scottsbluff man is facing a minimum of 3 years in prison after pleading guilty to a weapons charge last week in district court. Last Wednesday, Quentin Berry was convicted on a Class 1D felony charge of felon in possession of a firearm. Court documents say a witness contacted police on February 6th after seeing a man, later identified as Berry, walking down 2nd Avenue and firing 5 or 6 shots in the air. Judge Andrea Miller accepted the guilty plea in Scottsbluff County District Court, and Berry faces 3 to 50 years imprisonment when he's back in court on October 20th for sentencing. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
Welcome back. Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen yesterday announced 3 state-federal partnerships to support President Trump's efforts to combat illegal immigration in the country. In conjunction with the Department of Homeland Security, Pillen ordered the Nebraska National Guard to provide administrative and logistical support to Nebraska-based ICE officials, with 20 soldiers starting training within the next week. Pillen and DHS Secretary Kristi Noem announced an agreement to utilize the Work Ethic Camp in McCook as a future detention facility for those awaiting deportation and other immigration proceedings, plus a plan to build a 300-bed federal detention facility in the community. And at the governor's direction, the Nebraska State Patrol announced its intent to sign an agreement empowering troopers to help ICE arrest criminal illegal aliens. Pillen said this is about keeping Nebraskans and Americans across the country safe, and he wants to let the president know that he's supportive of the ongoing critical work with DHS Secretary Kristi Noem to arrest and deport criminal illegal aliens. On the other side of the coin, civic organizations like ACLU Nebraska and Nebraska Appleseed have voiced opposition to the move, with Nebraska Appleseed Immigrants and Communities Program Director Darcy Tromenhauser saying, "This is not who we are. Nebraska is a state that welcomes our neighbors and values the contributions of local moms, dads, coworkers, neighbors, and friends. Nebraskans do not want us to be known as a state that separates families and locks up and detains members of our communities." Well, Nebraska University President Dr. Jeffrey Gold says he will not accept the merit-based portion of his salary that was approved earlier this month by the Board of Regents. In an announcement, Gold said he made the decision in recognition of the budget challenges facing the university and has asked that those funds instead be used to support programs across the 5 campuses. Board Chair Paul Kenny said Gold has consistently put students at the center of his leadership, and the decision is another example of that commitment. Gold said it was an honor to be able to make the decision to support the university and the communities we serve during this critical time for higher education.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
First Serve is almost here for the WNCC volleyball team for this season. Our team previews continue today with Cougar volleyball as they get their season set to go this weekend out on the road. The Cougars will open the year ranked number 16 in the NJCAA preseason poll as they get sent to go in year 2 under the direction of head coach Fatima Balza.
Well, so much more comfortable, even just recruiting-wise. Last year I was here super late. I was starting recruiting like late May, like beginning of June, which is super late for volleyball. So this year I had all spring to recruit. I was able to get the players that I wanted, and I'm happy with that, so it's good.
The Cougars last year finished 28-10 with the season wrapping up at the Region 9 tournament. Coach brings back 6 players from that squad, and she adds to that an 8-player freshman class.
They all will bring something different to the table, and one thing that they all have in common is like they're ready to compete.
Let's get to both sides of the roster construction now for the Cougars. One of those 6 returners is Alex Gonzalez Orozco, the Gehring grad. She played in all 38 matches a year ago.
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot more comfortable, even though all different girls, but, you know, the same girls that were here, we're very close, and even with Coach now, I feel very comfortable, like, asking more questions, and just with my playing and getting to, I feel like last year I didn't ask, like, questions about my, like, playing, and I feel like this year I'm doing a lot more of that, so that's really comfortable, so.
Then on the newcomer side of things, after originally signing to play at Dakota Wesleyan, Scottsbluff High School product Emma Hergenrader eventually with a change of heart, and she stays in her hometown to start her college career.
I think we have so much potential, and already for the past 2 weeks we've been working together. We've been connecting so well, and I honestly think we can make a run, a really great run this year. We have so much to add, and for the next year, it'll just be even better.
Coach Balza mentioned being late to recruiting after she took over last year. 8 new players, and Coach, she's got an early idea of what she wants the strength of this team to be.
The strength of this team, I think it's going to be that they won't stop competing. I think like all the people that are coming back from last year, they're hungry. Like the way we finished the season, it was not what we wanted. Like as I mentioned as well, 3 of them were on the bench wanting to play and not being able to play because they were redshirts. The other 3 sophomores that are coming back, they didn't finish the season how we wanted, and then we have the freshmen as well wanting to compete, so I think it's going to be really, really good.
Mentioned at the top, the Cougars are preseason ranked number 16. They'll open this weekend at the Reaver Classic at Iowa Western. They'll play 4 matches there this weekend as part of a grueling schedule that features their first 19 matches of the season on the road.
That is crazy, but also it's going to be like the schedule that we have this year, it's going to be tough. So we're going to play really good teams when we're in Iowa Western. We're going to go to Salt Lake this year. We're going to play a lot of the Florida teams as well. So it's going to be a little bit tougher of what we had last year, which is going to show us then where we really stand. Are we going to be one of the top teams? Do we need a lot more things to work on? Or where do we stand? Like, unless we play the good teams, we won't know.
The first home match of the year for Cougar volleyball, that won't be until Friday, September 19th. Stay tuned for more fall sports previews here on KNEB.TV, the website, and on air.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff.
Pet waste and water don't mix. Animal waste decomposes in water, releasing nutrients, which deplete the oxygen fish and other life need to survive and encourage harmful algae growth. Animal waste also has disease-carrying bacteria, making contaminated water unusable. It's easy to prevent pet waste pollution. Simply pick up your pet's waste and dispose of it in a trash can, and avoid letting your pets defecate within 200 feet of our community's waterways. Tri-City Stormwater reminds you it's our water, our responsibility.
The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community. What is KNEB.TV news? It's the Panhandle's only Monday through Friday newscast with the stories that matter most. It's covering our local high school sports teams with highlights and interviews from players and coaches. KNEB.TV News has a daily weather forecast that focuses on western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. It's there for your farming updates, county fair coverage, downtown business updates, local crime stories, city council meetings, and a whole lot more. Since 2015, KNEB.TV News has been there for the people of the Nebraska Panhandle because local news matters.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, Keep Alliance Beautiful is calling on the public to pitch in to do their part for this weekend's Citywide cleanup. On Friday and Saturday, Alliance residents will be able to bring in electronics like computers, microwaves, and small appliances, as well as items containing Freon like AC units, fridges, and freezers. This free activity will kick off at 8:30 a.m. both days at the landfill, and participants must bring an Old City of Alliance bill and a valid ID. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.